and welcome back to A Hat in Time. Last time, we finished up chapter 1 for now. We actually can't do everything there, so we're gonna save the last 2 timepieces for later, and we also did the available time rifts, except for the one that we are saving to the end of chapter 1. So this time we're jumping into chapter 2. Now, before we actually do that, pretty much everything has a description here, and there's even like a text-based adventure over here back in this computer. So I'm not gonna read all this aloud, but yeah, you can actually play like a text-based adventure. It's actually really easy to die in it, which is actually true to how these games were. There's a special achievement on the console version, not on the console versions, on the Steam version, where if you enter certain things in the text entry, this is not one of them, I'm just typing in random things, you can actually get an achievement, but yeah, these have like little funny dialogue. Have you done something different with your hair? You're looking healthy, don't forget to clean up and keep on top of things. It can be stressful if tasks pile up. Good advice. You should go outside and get some fresh air if you can. It's good to get outdoors for a while. Yeah, this just goes on and on. But yeah, again, good advice, actually. Thought I'd point that out before we begin, and let's get started. Chapter 2, Battle of the Birds. Totally not allowed in. 2.5 stars, actors all terrible. Sounds about right. Yeah, we got involved in a movie. Now, I just wanted to point out that the little opening cutscene is always different, or the music is always different, depending on what chapter you're in, which is a nice little touch. Anyway, we seem to be walking into an argument here.
This movie studio is too big for the both of us, DJ. Grooves. The movie should be made by real birds. You moon penguins are just gonna write some loud, noisy dribble. If I wanted a bunch of picnics to dance around while on birdseed, ha! I'd visit my grandchildren.
Nonsense, darling, nonsense. You Owl Express birds are just gonna record another boring train-related western. You've done so for the last 10 years, darling.
What? No, we haven't, you buffoon!
Conductor, darling, this year we'll be winning the annual Bird Movie Award, as our new movie props will bring in the audiences. These shiny things fell from the sky. They will light our movie sets and fill them with glimmer.
Oh, yeah? Well, this time around, we're also spicing it up with our newest movie props. These hourglass thingies will be the grand jewel in our train heist western. What the what? You no good, dirty picnics! You've copied our props!
I would never, darling. Clearly, you're the one who took inspiration in my flashy new props.
Oh, that does it! Get out of here with ya! I've got a movie to record!
Fine by me, darling. But we'll be the ones who win the annual Bird Movie Award. Mark my word.
Oh, yeah? Let's see how well you do when you can't get into the reception. Oh, wait, shutting the picnics inside the studio will force them to work harder. All right, time to go, owls. Let's make our killer movie. Oh, and receptionist, can you please close off that vent already? I don't want the smell of penguin to come anywhere near my crew.
So the owls and the penguins are currently at war for making a movie. Convenient that this event is a little bit broken, but we are getting charged for this. Quite a lot of money. I didn't know where the cutscene was starting, so I was pushing X because I was trying to jump up that ledge, but this is actually a good time to say that when there's not dialogue that can be skipped, if you hold X, or if you're on, you know, Xbox or PC, you will skip the cutscene, which is actually really cool. There are certain features that actually just flat out turn off cutscenes too, with like a speedrun mode, which is actually really cool. This game was made with speedrunners in mind, so it's very speedrun friendly, and there are both, I think, glitch and glitchless categories for your partaking, if you so desire, to speedrun this game. I fell off the edge, but it's just as well to do that because you respawn in a better spot anyway. So now we have our third special hat, the ice hat, which allows us to effectively do a ground pound. So all those like blue platforms we've seen so far, yeah, those are interactive, or interacted with by, what am I trying to say? You can interact with them using the ice hat. So we've got another piece up here. Obviously, they want you to have this hat for this chapter. Hit this, go that way. There's stuff up there though, so I'm actually gonna trick this out like this. Obviously a little bit unnecessary, but flashy, so that's cool. Just sprint yarn that wasn't entirely worthwhile, but we're actually getting another hat really soon, our fourth hat, so it's actually good to have a bunch. So I'm gonna kind of cut across this field of vision. The cone is very literal in how this field of vision is, so keep that in mind. So this is a little optional section. There are a lot of optional sections to explore, so even in the more linear levels like this, we definitely have a lot to explore. Since we got spotted briefly, we're getting charged for penguin harassment. Don't jump on the disco part because that's where they're filming the movie and you don't want to get caught that way. You can use the sandbags just like the balloons in Mafia Town to jump across, and we get charged for destruction of property for breaking sandbags. So this guy is being all I want to say Metal Gear, actually. So we have to kind of time that, and we kind of messed up the timing, but oh well. So, there's a collectible over on this side. It's actually really hard to see, but it's another piece of yarn, so we'll easily have enough for the next hat once we get it. This is like the only place I actually use the sprint hat in the entire game. And you don't even need it, you just need to dive. And then you can actually clear that perfectly fine. So yeah, very Metal Gear, and if you think this is just kind of a stretch to be like, wow, this is like Metal Gear, there are a lot of stealth video games, which I will perfectly admit is actually true. You will get more Metal Gear vibes from this chapter, I guarantee you. This was very clearly inspired by Metal Gear and another game, which we'll be getting into next episode. TPTKO, that's not actually easy to say. If you are playing on all versions, or depending, like in all versions, there is actually an achievement for doing this without being spotted at all. That means this, obviously, you get caught, but even just getting seen and not being like punished for it, that will still actually count against you for the achievements. So what you need to do is use a power-up from the end game that makes this whole thing a lot easier. I forgot to get a collectible. Oops. Yes, please. Send me back to where I was. Because it's actually back here. So, we can actually walk on this little wall here. It's a little bit hard to see. But if you time this right, you can actually get up here, and you got another relic. And if you are thinking, why are we doing the exploring in this chapter? Well, we never actually come back here. So I'm trying to get as much as I can, because we literally have no reason to ever come back here. And I actually did forget one collectible already. It's down here, actually. If I get caught here, it doesn't matter, it'll send me back to where I want to be anyway, so... we didn't get caught, so hey, cool. So the conductor is really fond of the word peck as a sort of makeshift swear word, if you hadn't noticed. But a lot of people wonder if he really is an owl, and because like the game is like, oh, owls versus penguins, but he's clearly some sort of not owl abomination. No one really knows. Like DJ Grooves looks enough like a penguin, and there is actually a lot of speculation that he was based on Mirror B from Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Fun fact.
Magnificent. Stunning. This trophy is everything I desire. On the shelf in my living room. Of course, this big trophy is just a plastic replica. The actual trophy is really tiny. Oh my, what is that I see? Is it true inner beauty? An innocent soul with a heart of gold? Oh no, it's just a little girl. Hello. Oh wait, you're not a penguin. That's good. I could use some non-penguin company around here, as all my penguins are frankly terrible actors. Here's the biz. I need your help. I'm on a terrible losing streak, and I just have to win this next annual Bird Movie Award. There's no doubt I absolutely must have you as the star. Here, let me take care of this. We need to give you a bird passport, darling. Step right over here.
Hey, we're getting our picture taken. Oh, where do I need to stand?
The most important part of a passport is the picture, darling. You have to look flashy and stunning. Step right over here. Let's take the pic. Okay, put on a smile and stand still, please. Don't move.
I feel like this might be a reference to Paper Mario, where they say don't move. But to speed up the process, we need to move.
Let's see how the picture turned out. Darling, you moved! The picture is ruined! How could you? We've got to fix this ugly mugshot up with some old-fashioned photo doctoring. Here, take these markers and turn yourself into the most stylish, fashionable young lady.
I feel like this is something that doesn't work on console. This is a great idea on PC, but on console it just kind of falls flat a little bit. But yeah, you can actually draw on this picture, and it actually affects your title screen save file. So definitely don't do anything that you don't want to have preserved on that title screen for the save select. But yeah, in case you're wondering, you actually can do this by just not moving. He'll just say you're not photogenic. But we're not gonna mess with the photo because again, it's just cursor speed and using a joystick for this, not fun.
Perfect! let's slide this picture into your passport, and here you go. One passport for you.
I'm legally a bird now, I think.
Wonderful, darling. Oh, just wonderful. Meet me at the movie set tomorrow, and we'll make you a star.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Oh, you can't just jump in and fiddle with the annual Bird Movie Awards. That's fraud! Fraud! Hey, everyone! We've got a fraudster over here! Oh, where are my owl guards at? Why are the owls so darn useless? Alright, listen here, lass. You're in big trouble. If you're helping crooked DJ Grooves rig the awards, and I can't take you to jail, then you're got to help me even the score. That's right. You're got to be the star of my movies, too. Here, hold our newest prop. Practice showing it off and bring it to my movie set tomorrow. You got that? Don't be late.
So we're being bribed, in other words. But hey, we got a timepiece. And this goes into a slightly interesting discussion a lot of people have on the character of Hat Kid. Hat Kid tends to get involved with situations where she ends up just sort of going along with what everyone does just for timepieces. And it's not because she's like a terrible person or anything, it's just she wants to go home. But before we end off, let us check out the bedroom, because there's actually a secret now that we have the ice hat. So you have this little glowing beam of light. So if you actually use the left trigger, or L2, above this little beam of light, we end up in a little secret room with Hat Kid's diary. Day 7. I just met the strangest group of birds I've ever seen. Ever. One is a big disco penguin, and the other is a birdish thing. Is he even a bird? I have no idea. Birds don't usually have teeth, but this guy does. It's creepy. They're fighting to see who can make the best movie. That's all in quotes, because no one really seems to want to fight except the conductor. So yeah, so each chapter from now on has a diary entry. Ironically, diary entries do exist for all chapters, and there's listings of all of them on the internet. But you can't get the ice hat early, so you can't normally access the diary entries for the first 4 chapters. So just a little side note, or 4 acts of Mafia Town. Just a little nice little Easter egg. And next time we shall go help in the Battle of the Birds. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more A Hat in Time.